To get started on your Wevideo project, you need to first sign in or sign up. So today I'm going to show you how to sign up. So click sign up and it will ask you to sign up or see different plans and prices. And you want to do that because you want the education. So click that education link, click sign up for Lite, and then this is when you're going to go in and sign up. So you'll sign up with your name, choose a username, last name, email. This doesn't have to be any particular email, but I would use an email that you check. School name, and then you don't need to put in your student or teacher ID. And then you just click sign up now. Since I already have an account, I'm going to sign in. Okay, when you come in here, you'll see that you have no projects. I have lots of projects, but you will have no projects here. So when you go in, you're going to have a little guy that says start here, and you can click start to create new video. I created a folder for science, and then I created a video in project in science. And you create a new project by clicking that. Once you have a project, it's easy to create a video by clicking this. That plus will open up your movie editor. So now you'll see there's a couple of tabs up here. Import media files is the first one we're going to use right now because you need to get your video files into the editor. Now, Wevideo is cloud-based, so if you are at home and you're working on your project, you click save and it saves it on the cloud. So it's going to be on the internet. Then when you come to school, you just log back into Wevideo at school, and that's what's so great about this because you can then edit it anywhere. So I just clicked import media files and it brings up my file uploader. So I'm going to click browse to pick some video files from my computer. Okay, so it brought up my H drive, which is where I have this video, and I'm going to click open and it's just going to start adding that. And I'll click upload. Once I've finished uploading, it will show up here in my private files. Okay, so now what it'll show you is here's my private files, my media. Here's all kinds of clips. And any kind of video will be included there as well as any kind of still shots. They sort of have these, you'll see it right above the hand that I have here, the little circle. It'll show that that's a clip because it's kind of got a little video circle. This one is a photo because it's showing that it's got sort of a jagged mountain peak. Now down below you'll see also in my private files I'll probably have some music as well, and those show up as this, and you'll see there's little headphones. So I'm going to drag in this video. This is just some random video. And you just click it and drag it onto the video image timeline. Now if I want to add in some music, I can drag that music file down to the audio track. And while I'm here, I can edit that video or audio by, I don't know if you can see that little sign, but it looks kind of like a dot. And I can use that, I can create points on that line to create new dots, and if I wanted to fade that video in from black, I can take that dot and now it's going to fade that video in, and then I'm going to fade it out. Let's watch. And then here's same with the music, so I'm going to fade it in and then fade it out. So I'll create another little dot on there and drag it up so it goes up. Now to preview that, I'm going to take my little cursor here, my arrow, and go back and click play. Okay, so you can hear that there's audio in the video that's up. So if I hit that little arrow down, I can take that audio and make it go off. So we're going to go back again. And now you shouldn't hear that second audio in there. So let's click. maybe that audio is way too loud. I don't know. I'm old. For me, it's too loud. But what you can do, you'll see that it kind of fades that video in. So let's give it a little longer to fade in so you'll see that effect. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to add a transition. So we're going to crossfade in. And so that's a transition or an effect to go from black here. And you'll see as I drag it across, it's kind of showing how it's crossfading in. All right. Okay, so far we have pulled video down, edited audio, and added in a transition. There's a couple of different things you can do. The audio features have lots of free instrumental. So there's action speed, there's disco dance music, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. They also have plenty of transitions, so cross dissolve, cross mosaic. Some of these get kind of old and are a little bizarre. So unless you really need to use those, I always recommend go simple. And then there's also graphics. And graphics is where you'll put in your text. So if you wanted text to go into your document, or into your video, sorry, you would click on that and then you would drag it to that effects, or sorry, graphics line. And then once it's there, you go here to your area and you highlight it, and then you can put in your graphics. Although, for whatever reason, sometimes the first time it just doesn't like to go. So if this happens to you, go back down to here, select the text, delete it, and then re-drag it down. I don't know why that happens, but sometimes it does. So go in, hit backspace, and then you just type. And then when you go in here, you'll play, and you'll see it's kind of over that. All right, so that is a little bit of video editing. To continue on learning how to trim, you're going to go back to this video spot here, and you can see this little guy down here at the bottom of your screen will show you how to make it smaller so you can actually make that video so you can see the whole video. And now I'm going to go from the end, and I'm just going to trim things back. Okay? So I just trimmed that whole clip. So now it's only going to play, oh, I guess 9 seconds. And I can do the same thing with the song here. You can, on the song, you can also split the clip of the song and then just delete that clip. And that way you can trim it a little more easily from behind to match up. And then we've got some stock video that's also kind of fun. So they have stock video. There's abstract, figurative, so this is like a colorful little flow. You drag that onto the video screen, and then you can, I'll show you what it looks like. It'll just sort of play. And if you have photos that you want to have go sort of underneath that, you can add those as well. You can add text to this, and the text would show up right here or wherever you place it in that video. All right, so hopefully that helps you get started with Wevideo. There's a great feature on Wevideo called the Help button, and I would click there, and it will give you lots of just basic functionality information. But really, I think you guys aren't going to have too much trouble. It's pretty self-explanatory the way you use it. And the last part that you're going to need to remember to do is to export. So you got all your video finished. I'm going to go back to my dashboard and show you an example of a project I've already finished. And okay, so here's my rafting. I've got a rafting video, and then I went and finished all of that, and then I clicked here and clicked export, share export. So I have a certain amount of export minutes. You probably will just need to click no thanks, I'm happy with this. Click continue, and then export to your Wevideo account. You can also, if you have a channel on YouTube, export to YouTube. You'll have to sign into that channel, and that may be a little complicated here at school, but you can definitely just export to your Wevideo account and click export. So then you'll go down here and you'll see there's projects exports. So when I arrow down project exports, here's my video. and I can go in and just click download, and that will download to my computer. And it's going to send it as an MP4, and you just click download. One additional feature I want to show you in your project is that you can add project members. So really, when you guys create this project, one person needs to create it, and then you just invite people. So I'm going to invite Michael Barella by just clicking search. And what's crazy is it'll just come up with Don Barella and Mike Barella. So I'm going to click that since I know he's sitting right across the room. And it will share that project. That project will show up as shared with him in his project list. So you'll have just one project that you share with a lot of different people. And that way, when Mike goes into his own Wevideo account, he'll sign in, he'll be able to view, and he'll be able to upload things to this project, and then you can edit them from different places. You can't edit at the same time, obviously, but you can edit from lots of different areas at different times. And you can always, of course, call each other on the old phone and talk to each other about how you like the project. Hope you guys are going to have a great, easy time with this. And if you don't, if you're struggling, just don't forget to come on down to the library and I can give you help.